Welcome back to Capital J Productions. Y'all know who it is. And we're back with another video. This time we're talking about some music stuff, okay? Stuff that I know well, stuff that I've been studying for a very long time in my life. Something that I was chasing, especially in my 20s. And maybe I stopped chasing the music industry around probably my early 30s. I learned a lot of truth within in my 20s about the music industry that I'm going to share in this video. So just giving a little back history on me. I've never been in the music industry, okay? But I've gotten very close to getting into the music industry. I started doing beats probably around like 16, 17. And I'm 43 years old now. Well, I'm 42. I will be 43 later on this year. So I know this music stuff very well. Okay. So I'm talking everything that you guys hear in this video. I'm speaking from my experience. Okay. I've talked to various people who are in the industry. Okay. These are people who are very connected, okay? People, names who I would never release, obviously. But God, it's funny how God works, because when you chasing something and you really want to be a part of something, you really will get that. But for me, I've gotten close enough to get into this music game only to realize I didn't belong in the music game. And I kind of made the decision to leave it alone. So this is the experience. I'm not going to talk about like who individuals I know and just like big names and stuff. But I do know people who were, I'm talking about the top of the line people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna give off no names because I just don't want to do that, okay? But I mean, I do know this music game very well, and everything that I'm saying to you guys is just based off of my experience. I'll just leave it at that. You can believe it, you can choose not to believe it. It's up to you. The reason why I'm making this video today is because I know there's gonna be hopefully potentially rappers that come across this video, producers that come across these videos, writers that come across these videos, whoever, right? Whoever trying to get into the music industry. And I'm not saying that the music industry is not for you. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, because technically I didn't really make it into the music industry. Well, I kind of chose to walk away from the music industry, really. But that's not my goal here. My goal is to let you guys know, of things that you made that a lot of these people in this industry don't talk about. They acknowledge it, they know it, but they won't talk about it. Okay. So let's get into this video. So this is about the music industry. Now, of course, I did this artwork just like in the rest of my videos, but we have a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna continue going on. Okay, so I'm gonna click. So the first thing I started with was who created the music industry. Now, of course, y'all see here it says Thomas Edison invented the music industry. That's the same guy who created the light bulb, I believe. So I mean, that's according to Google, so you guys can take that how you want to. Okay, either which way it goes, a white person, another, like if you guys have been watching all my videos, you guys should be able to see a trend that's going on here with these videos. That it's always white people that invented this stuff, okay? And I believe this is true, again, because they control the industry. But we're gonna get into all of that, okay? So that led me to move on, and I asked this question: well, who owned the record industry? Okay, so basically the bottom line, there's there's three different, music groups who own the music industry, which is Universal Music Group, Sony Music, and Warner Music Group. Okay, I want you guys to keep that in mind. Pay attention. Okay, so let's move forward. And so, of course, I wanted to know, well, what race of people, even though I know this information, remember, this stuff is not for me. This is I'm trying to bring awareness, and I'm trying to get these rappers and these entertainers, these people who want to get into this industry. I'm trying to get you guys to think about, like, really think about it before you decide to make these moves, because I know a lot of people just, you're young, you're trying to get to that money. Trust me, I've been there. I know, but you got to be smart. Okay. So you got to be thinking on your own. You got to ask a lot of questions. You're going to have to be persistent. You know what I mean? So anyway, I asked this other question, which is, what race of people own the record companies, right? Now, of course, they didn't really give me no data on that, but what was the consistent data that I keep getting is that white people is the highest, percentages when it comes to owning anything basically in this world, right? And we're just black African Americans. We're basically like, we're the bottom. We always at the bottom. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So now the reason why I'm asking these questions, because you guys need to know who's running the music industry. This is gonna explain a lot of why everything is the way that it is. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so that led me to ask this question, right? Which a lot of people don't care about, but me, because I pay attention to everything, I wanted to know, well, what group of people own Christian labels, right? And this is pretty interesting because Capitol Christian Music Group, okay, is telling you right here. Okay. Now, I've seen this logo before. It's very, very familiar. There's another, actually, this is the actual record company, but we're going to continue. You guys will be able to put it together for yourselves later. So let's move forward, right? That's very interesting, though, that it's Capitol. You got a Christian, Christian label under Capitol, So let's move forward. And so I wanted to know, well, who owns the Capitol Christian Music Group, right? So here we go. We have a Brad O'Donnell and a Hudson Plache, I believe that's how you pronounce that, which is basically two white guys, right? Again, white, I don't have to, it's not me being racist, but Brad is a definitely a white, that's a white name. You won't find any blacks, or you won't find any Latinos, or any other race of people with that name other than white people, right? Okay, so this is why I'm always saying in my videos that white people own everything, because it's basically true. Okay, so let's move forward. And so, remember Universal Music Group? Okay, who owns Capitol Records? Okay, Universal Music Group. Okay, which is based in Hollywood, California, in the iconic Capitol Tower. Okay, remember the Capitol Records, right? Capitol Tower. That is like, remember, just keep in mind, okay? If y'all putting the links together, then you know where I'm going with this. But I'm gonna keep going. And remember, I'm not making up all this. This is Google. Okay, right there. This is Google. Okay, so and then I just wanted to. I already knew this, but I put it in anyway, which is what state is Capitol Music Group located, and it's in Hollywood, California. So this is the same Capitol, right? It's the same Capitol, same spelled the same way, everything, right? Okay, so basically, what you got going on is you got the secular music Capitol, and you have the Christian Capitol, all in same one building. That's pretty much what you got. The same people who's putting out just all this hip hop and rap and all this, the stuff that you hear on the radio. Well, they have a floor for Christian music there as well. So it's the same people producing all of the music, right? Okay. I hope y'all see the problem in that. Okay. So let's move forward. I'll talk about that a little later. Okay. So now this is what I wanted to know, which I already kind of know. I've heard a lot of stories, whole lot of stories about rappers and their money, but how much the average rapper makes per album sold. Now, look, let's come way down here where people also ask, because this is the main reason why I took a picture of this, and it says that typically it can fall anywhere between 10% and 20%. Okay. Now, 20% is on the high. Like, I've actually never heard of anybody getting over 10% personally. Okay. Now, this is probably for the major superstars who's been in the game for a long time. They usually get this 20%. But right out the gate, ain't nobody's getting 20%. Okay. Not unless you probably have to have a huge following. You know what I mean? You got to have a lot of subscribers, a lot of, followers. You got to be really, 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 really popping to get that 20%. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. Okay. So what I wanted to know next was, which my math is pretty good, but I always do the fast way because I do a lot of things. So I just put it in Google. What is the 10% of $20, right? Because remember, they were saying typically on the other page that it's very typical that people get 10%, right? So chances are you sign to one of these labels like a Capitol. There's chances are you're going to get 10% or even lower than that, okay? So let's say you sell one album and it's $20. Well, for that one sale, you're only going to get $2, about $2. Now, if that don't ring an alarm for you, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, this is a ripoff. And I would never sign a deal to where for every album that I sell, I'm only getting $2 from it. Okay, but let's move forward, right? So I did some more math. And, so if you'd have made $200, okay, what the album sells, that's only $20 in your pocket. Okay, if you're signed to a deal and they give you that 10%, and that's if they give you that 10% per hour, you got $20 in your pocket. Okay, I want y'all to keep just keep this in mind. Keep these numbers in mind because I mean, a lot of these rappers they keep signing these deals, and excuse me, I'm not sure why they keep signing these deals because they're horrible. I mean, there's so many times, you can even see it on Twitter. I think Meek Mill was one of the last people who was saying, he was in a bad deal and he's broke. How many times do you hear these rappers and they come out and they say they broke? They're not going to just come out and say this. The ones that's doing it, yeah, I mean, you got to take them serious, like, because no rapper wants to be known as a broke rapper, okay? But anyway, so 10% of 2,000, you make the record label makes 2,000, or you sell $2,000 worth of albums. You're only going to see $200 of that. That's not even enough to pay like your bill, your car note or something. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. That's kind of crazy. So let's move forward. And 10% of 20,000, right? So which is $2,000. I kind of went up a bit, just to give you guys so you guys can start seeing how ridiculous this is, and you can do the numbers for yourself. It's ridiculous. Like you sell $20,000 worth of albums, and you only see $2,000 of it. That's not even enough for like if you in California, that's not even enough for your rent. But the record label has $20,000 or technically $18,000 in their pocket. Okay, so you guys should see the problem with this. Okay, so let's continue to move forward. Okay, now 200,000. If you got 200,000, the industry or the record label makes $200,000 off of you, and you get 20,000. So all you get is $20,000. Okay, so again, that 10%. You know what I mean? It's like, really, you got to go in the studio, you got to record your vocals, you got to do all of that work. You do, you doing that. You sell $200,000 worth of album, and then you only get $20,000 from it. I just think that's a complete ripoff. Okay, let's move forward. $2 million. Okay, so you sell $2 million worth of albums. That's only going to be 200,000 in your pocket. Okay, so 1.8 is going to the record labels. Okay, 1.8. Think about that. 1.8 is going to the record labels, and you get 200,000. Now, so I mean, 200,000 is, yeah. I mean, I get it. Most people are not making 200,000. If you get this within 1 year, most people are not making this. But just think about just think about how much more you could have had if you would have sold this. If you would have opened like your website and you would have sold it on your own. If you would have just grinded, and you know, this is just crazy. Just think about it, okay? So that is the rundown as far as the numbers. The 10%, dealing with the record labels, okay? But that's just not it. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more negative stuff that comes with it, okay? So these are just a list of right here. This is just a list of things that, topics that I want to talk to you guys about. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I'm really trying to work on my speed of doing these videos. So I won't have you guys sitting here listening to me for an hour or 2 hours. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Okay, so number one, the music industry was created by white people. Now this is a problem. Okay, now this wouldn't be a problem if things wasn't so bad. If it was more under a fair system, I wouldn't have an issue with it being created by white people. But the problem comes in is that white people are kind of like, if you look at their history, they have a history of doing a lot of evil stuff. Okay, if you know your true history, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I don't want to go down that road. I have a lot of videos kind of discussing and going more in deep into that. And I'm not a racist, okay? I'm not racist. Again, I'm just all about speaking the facts and letting you guys know the truth. So, but that's the problem, okay? And these rappers, I don't think they understand that the music industry, just because they're playing hip hop on all over the radio in 50 states and they're playing our music, but they don't understand this music industry wasn't created by blacks. They don't understand that that you got these white people who only see it their way. They only see it white way. This is a history of people who's used to screwing over people, who's used to getting what they want, and they don't really negotiate. They don't really, not fair negotiating. You know, it's like almost like you got to go to war to get these people to change their mind. Okay, like that's literally what it is. Okay. So let's move forward. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but as a rapper, you need to understand that. Especially for blacks, Latinos, okay? Y'all got to understand this, that this industry was created by white people. It's going to go their way, okay? Okay, so now I put this, same slaves, different industry, okay? Now, the reason why I put this is because when you become a rapper, you sign that deal, you're a slave, okay? The record execs, they get to sit in their office. They get to tell you what to do. A lot of these guys, they don't know nothing about rapping. They don't know nothing about mixing. They don't know nothing about mastering. They haven't put in the practice of, of putting rhymes together and trying to stay on beat, learning bars, learning how to count bars, learning, all of these different things. Like I had to learn, right, on my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn everything on my own. I had to learn how to mix the beat. Had to learn how to master the beat, listening to stuff on the radio and trying to figure out why my master is not as loud as what I hear on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And going back and putting in that time, doing that. These guys, they have people doing that stuff for them. They have they have other probably lower level white people, I should say, or other people who they pay to do these things for them. But they don't have a clear understanding of, of what it takes to be a rapper. You'll just come in their office, you'll spit something to them, and then, they like it or don't like it. And they'll just say they like it. And they say, okay, we like what you spitting. But we want you to talk about, X, Y, and Z. We know you can rap, but, you're not rapping nothing we want to hear, though. You know what I'm saying? And, we want to sign you, but we want to sign you for this because we feel like you're worth this. And chances are what they signing you for, it ain't going to be what you're truly worth. Okay? Because remember, they don't understand the grind. They don't understand all the work that you putting into coming up with your own style, your own signature style, working on your voice, working on your vocals. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand none of that. They don't care. They feel like, okay, we signed you because we're going to give you the money so you can go into the studio and you're going to do all the work. So you're a slave. Basically, what you are is you're a slave. Okay? It's just in a different form. It's in a different format. That's all it is. You're going to do all of the work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lay down on vocals. You're going to do what, about 20 songs nowadays? What? 12 songs, 12 to 20 songs. You do all that work. You pay the producers. You pay all the guys who mix your album and tune your album and paying all the writers. You're gonna do all of that. They're not gonna do nothing, and you gotta turn it in to them. After the album is done, you gotta get the approval from them. And once they say, oh, okay, yeah, this is a product that we can stand behind. Okay, we good. If not, you got to go back. You got to do more songs, which costs more money, right? That you got to spend from your advance. Okay? You're a slave. It's just the only difference is it's in the music industry form. Okay? And remember, I was telling you, you get 10%. Remember that 10%. All you're going to get is 10%. The rest of it, they're getting 90%. When you start selling records, they're getting 90%. And they're not doing no work, but sitting in their office. So you guys got to think about that. Does that really make sense? You know what I mean? Does that really make sense? Okay, let's move forward. It's designed for them to make most of the money. And of course, like I was just saying this. They structured this business. You know what I'm saying? They created this business. They had a goal in mind. They had probably several goals in mind. And I get it. Like, if as a businessman myself, right? If I start a business and I'm putting out all the money and I'm doing all of this stuff, I should get like 80 to 90% of the money in return. I get it. You know what I mean? I do understand it. But at the same time, if I have partners or many people that help build my business, I want them to get paid. I want them to have a nice life too. Not just me. But that's because I'm a fair person. And I don't believe in people being beneath me, or, you know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm just a really fair person. Probably because I serve God. and God kind of had to teach me the right way of doing things. But the way the music industry is, it is designed for them to make most of the money while you go out there and grind. You the one who have to do all those shows, go on tour, be gone from your family, gone from your loved ones and stuff. What you know, nobody thinks about what does the execs do? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing while you're out doing all these work? You know, you going to all these shows and you selling out all these arenas. What are they doing? They're just sitting back in there. They're just sitting back, enjoying their lives. They taking trips, you know. So, but anyway, because you're doing it and you love it, you don't see where the slavery is coming in at. And that's what we gotta change as black people, you know what I'm saying, is because they making a lot of money off of us. A lot of money off of us. Off of our talents. Stuff that they really don't know nothing about. Okay? And all just a profit, you know what I mean? They profit off of us. So just understand that when you signing these deals, you can't get mad at them. I mean, they're you know, they're gonna make the most of the money from you. You know what I mean? You have to be okay with that. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now, this is definitely true. It's something I realized. Hip hop has KKK elements in it. It's just what it is. Okay. Like, if you know, if you've listened to as many albums I have, I've been listening to hip hop ever since probably like 1991, you know? And so I've listened to so many albums. I still listen to albums to this day. I do it on YouTube. Okay. I listen to a lot of albums and I hear the same old garbage. I've been hearing the same old garbage since, like, it's almost like, I remember when hip hop first started, right? You had KRS-One, you had like a lot of it was positive for the most part, like in the beginning in the 80s, early 80s, right? It was very positive. They told stories, stories about love, stories about being in relationships. It was dancing, it was about skill. That's what started hip hop. It was about skill. Okay? That only lasts for probably 10 years. And next thing you know, it switched over in the 90s, in the early 90s, maybe like 88, 89. Next thing you know, I remember hearing about Snoop. I remember when I first heard Snoop, Dr. Dre, NWA, those guys, right? They start talking about all this gangster stuff. And now, you know, I was actually living with gangsters at that time. At least at a certain time in my life, I was. And drug dealers, right? I can easily say they was influenced by that music, by that type of music. So, but if you notice about that whole movement, the whole gangster movement from 1988, maybe even a little before that, all the way till the early 2000s, the late 2000s, maybe. And it's basically turned into trap music now, but which is the same thing, but in a different form, just with a different beat, snare rolls, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. But same message, which is black people killing black people. Black people selling drugs to other black people. Basically, black people destroying black people. Has been in hip hop for so long. And all the albums that I hear, it's the same thing. It's just somebody can, you know, who know how to put up rhymes better or can format words better than the last rapper, you know, and now he's hot. He takes over from the last guy. And that's all what's happening. I'm so sick of hearing about it. Like, I'm like at the point to where, like, cause see, like, for me, now you guys probably wondering, like, well, if you sick of it, why would you still listen to it? Okay. Now, see, when you growing up in the hood, or at least back where I was growing up in the hood, everybody around you was listening to this music, okay? Even though my mom was a Christian mom and I wasn't really allowed to listen to it, I still found ways to listen to it because everybody else in the hood is listening to it. But once I paid attention to my surroundings and then I paid attention to these songs, I knew right away that what they were saying was cap, because my cousins was living this life, okay? I was around them guys. I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? I've seen how they were hiding, you know what I'm saying, and how they wasn't blasting what they did all over their music. They might have been influenced by some of what they heard, but they wasn't out like, oh, okay, now I went and did this crime, now I'm about to go rap about it. It wasn't that. And you know, if anybody from the streets will tell you that that's not how you do it. You keep your mouth shut, your mouth shut. You keep it all into yourself. You ain't supposed to be ratting yourself out like what's going on nowadays in hip hop. It's just and that's why you see some of them, so many of them are going down, like Young Thug. Okay, Young Thug, look what he's going through. He basically just ratted himself out on records. You know what I'm saying? He can't even. A lot of people want to put the blame on Gunna, but you got to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at, like, you have to make a choice. Like, you know, are you really gonna live in that street life, or are you really gonna be a rapper? You can't be both, because when you do both, you are ratting yourself out. And that's just what it is. So anyway, it has too many KKK elements in hip hop. And that's like me. I realized, like, I loved it. I loved the sound of it. I loved the beats, but I didn't rock none of the messages that they was talking about. So I learned very, very early on to just tune the message out. And so that's how come I still listen to, like, hip hop to this day. I really don't listen to the words. I usually listen to the beats, because that's what I care about. If you take the beats away from the rappers, it's nothing. Trust me, it's nothing. Except for a chosen few of people like Cassidy, to me, people like Tupac, people like Biggie, who's really, you can listen to and be like, oh, okay, with no beat, and be like, oh yeah, yeah, and just like really listen to them with no beat, even though they still talk about the same toxic stuff, but they are very good rappers, you know. So anyway, for me personally, I learned to tune out the beat, because no matter what anybody says, you cannot knock the fact that there's KKK elements in hip hop. Excuse me. So I mean, you have to think about it. The white people created this music. I don't see how black people don't see the fact that it just so happened that blacks keep attacking other blacks, killing other blacks. Blacks are killing each other. We keep going back and forth. It's always these beef. It's always some sort of beef going on. And it's always, you would think that there's been so many beefs in hip hop, and we have lost so many lives, black lives in hip hop. You would think that, hey man, somebody would say, you know what, we're not beefing no more. I don't care over nothing. Like, I don't care what this person said on a track. I don't care. I'm not beefing with them. It's that bad. We should, but it seemed like it just continued to get worse. You know what I mean? And it's all because that's what they want us to do. You know what I mean? They want us to keep at each other, because as long as we killing each other, they don't have to focus on killing us, or they won't see us as a threat. Not that they need to see us as a threat, but it's just, you know, it's very obvious, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. Once you really do the research and you do the homework for yourself, you know, like, why would these guys sign us to be entertainers, but yet all these rappers, you got all these rappers from all these generations, from all these years, dissing each other, dying. There's been so many rappers dying. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But let's move forward, okay? Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, they own all the labels. This is true. They just own all of them because they want to control it. They want to control. That's how they control the artists. That's how they control the managers. That's how they control the writers. They control the messages in these songs. They control everything. The name of the game is the person who owns it gets to control it. Okay. So you rappers, y'all need to understand that. They control the radio stations. They control what they play on the radio stations, what they don't play on the radio stations. It's funny, they keep playing the same. Just think about it. They play the same type of music on the radio. It's always the same type of music with the same type of message. Excuse me. How could that be? How could that have gone on for so many years? Same message. Okay. All right. So just understand, it's obviously somebody's in control because, shouldn't it have changed up by now? The sounds change. How come the genre could change? How come we can go from gangster rap, which got a gangster type beat, right? And then we move over to like the Dirty South sound, right? We move over to that where it's snare rolls and it's changing hi-hats, the speed of hi-hats, you know what I'm saying? And that type of stuff. And now we got trap music. We got glides. All it is a bunch of glides, slow glides, which it sounds dope. I love trap beats. That's my favorite type of beats to make is trap beats. But I just don't like the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the message. I love the music. I don't like the message. But anyway, that's just me speaking as a producer. But the truth of the matter is they do own all the labels. And that means they own the sounds. They own like everything. And they control it. So just ask yourself, why you keep hearing the same songs on the radio? Just think about it. Same. They talk about the same stuff, even down to the girls, right? Even the female rappers. See, I was telling my wife the other day, a few days ago about I was talking to her about the female rappers. I was talking to her about Lauryn Hill. I remember when I first heard Lauryn Hill rapping with what's the group she was? I forget the group. I can't think of the group. It's with Wyclef. The Fugees. I don't know why. I listen to the Fugees all the time. The Score. I love that album, The Score. I loved everything they did, but my favorite album was The Score, right? But Lauryn Hill, man, she's so stupid tight to me. It's just ridiculous. If you guys go listen to that, y'all know what I'm talking about. From the people who really just go listen to her. Just go listen to Lauryn Hill, and then go listen to somebody like to any of these new female rappers. They can't touch Lauryn Hill. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's just, if we're gonna compare, Lauryn Hill has skills. She can sing and she can rap, and she was stupid tight. Like, she was just off the charts. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't the only one. It's Lil' Kim can really spit, even though I don't. She's just like a lot of these, but I choose. The reason why I brought up Lauryn Hill is because she talked about righteous stuff. She rapped about righteous stuff. And she did it the way she did it was genius. You know what I mean? It was genius. Like, it's a line, I forget. I'm not going to go down there. You guys need to listen to her. Just go listen to Lauryn Hill on The Score. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. But it's not just her. There's like Queen Latifah. She's another one who could rap and sing. You know what I'm saying? And I can go on forever. There's so many of them, right? But notice they removed all those females, and now you got all these female rappers who all they talk about is they box. That's all they talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, how many times we're gonna be okay with just listening to that? You know what I'm saying? It's obvious somebody is at these labels who controlling, like, oh, okay, well, we want a female who's gonna rap about this. And that's it. It's always about they box or what they can do in the bedroom. And we all kind of know, us guys, we all kind of know women ain't even built like that. And a lot of these women, they don't even like sex like that. So why they even rapping about it? And when they do these interviews, they kind of tell on themselves all the time. But anyway, That's all off the topic, but I'm just mentioning all this because you guys need to pay attention so y'all can figure out what's really going on, okay? And this is just the truth. Number 6 is the truth. They don't care about talent, okay? They don't. It's all about numbers with them. It's all about how many albums you sell in, how many downloads. You know what I'm saying? Like how many can they make money? That's all they care about. Can they make money off of you? How much money they making off of you? Do you got a following? You know what I'm saying? Are you able to put out a message on your Instagram and everybody just go follow and just go do what you tell them to do? That's the stuff they care about. Okay? They don't care about your talent. They only care about how many people you can influence. They care more about that. Okay? And there's a reason why for that, but I'll talk about that later on. Okay? So just understand, like, okay, and here's the proof. Here's the proof they don't care about talent. You guys know who LL Cool J is. He got signed. He was a rapper for a long time. Where is he now? Is he dead? Is he alive? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's still alive. I think last time I seen him, he's doing shows on TV. Why is that? And just ask yourself, why is that? What, you think he can't rap no more? You know what I'm saying? You think he lost all his skills? What happened? Same thing for Queen Latifah. I said Queen Latifah earlier. She got signed. She's dope as I don't know what. What happened to her? Was she lost all her skills? You know what I'm saying? She got into acting. She's a bomb actor too. She's just really, really talented in many, many ways. But do you think she lost her talent to rap or sing? No, she didn't. Why isn't she in the game? Why isn't she making albums? Okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys gotta put the pieces of the puzzle together and stop thinking like, you know, because when I talk about this type of stuff to people, some people are like, you're just making excuses, or you're mad because you didn't make it in the game, this and this and that. I could have made it in the game, okay? A lot of people don't even know I could have easily got into this game. I don't want to be involved in this game because I see it for what it really is. Okay? So for a long time I did, but you know what I'm saying, after certain things, after guys show you certain things and you just realize like, man, do I really need to be around these type of people? You have to think, I'm gonna have to, like a person like me, I'm gonna have to battle these people a lot. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't. I don't think it's wise to do that. You see what I'm saying? So let's move forward. Just think about it. Like even like Race, I always have a problem saying their name, but Race Shmurda, I think their name. They was just out a couple of years ago. What happened to them? They was talented enough to get a deal. Now you don't hear nothing from them. Okay, what happened? Did they lose all that talent? You know what I'm saying? No, they didn't lose it. Most rappers continue to get better and better and better. I know because I've been doing this music myself for a long time. And I've listened to my older stuff versus the stuff I'm making, you know, the past couple of years and even this year. And what I made this year, it doesn't, you know what I mean? I'm still getting better. So, but they don't care about talent. Because if it was about talent, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the old school guys would still be in the game. Because, I mean, just go based off of what you're hearing today. A lot of the stuff I hear, the rappers, a lot of these rappers, the way they spit they bar, they like off on some songs. It's almost shocking on some of the stuff that I hear play on the radio. It's so bad. Okay? So anyway, let's move forward. The devil is in the music. Now, a lot of people don't believe this. There's but there's so much evidence, and there's more and more artists coming out about the dealings with the devil, and it's true. It is true. You know what I mean? See, what people don't understand is the devil was a musician in heaven. Okay, that's what he was. And so now he's here on earth. And this is his domain. He knows music, okay? He knows what's good music. He knows what's bad music. That is his gift, okay? It's the only gift he has. is that he's a musician. He knows about the music. He knows about music. And so that's why the music industry, he's known so much in the music industry, even though he tries to hide it because he does have to stay in the dark. Okay. He has to stay in the dark, but he can only stay in the dark for so long. Okay. But it's just the facts. Okay. You speak to enough people, you have conversations with people, they will tell you. Not only that, there's a lot of stuff I could tell you guys about, conversations of people coming to me and literally telling me, hey, the devil came to me in my dream, asking me to sell my soul to him to make it in the industry. There's conversations with people I've had, okay, people who's deep in the music game. And there's people who was in the music industry that came to me and to other people, asking like, oh, you want to come to this party where, we all gonna get in this circle and we're all gonna just pray this special prayer and, what I'm saying, and do this little, we're gonna do a special ritual, and then after that we're gonna be all rich. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta pay attention to excuse me, you guys got to really pay attention to people in this industry and the hints they give you. And, you have to really put two and two together, because a lot of times they're not going to come out and say it. Okay. So don't be fooled and don't be tricked into going to some party thinking that it's a party when really it's a devil party. Okay. And it's an invitation for you to lose your soul. You know what I mean? That's really what it is, because all they're going to do is keep tossing the money at you. They're going to keep telling you, oh, yeah, you ready to make this money? Ready to make this money? They're going to always throw that in your face. Okay, but you need to ask the question, what does the devil got to do with me making money? Why do you need the devil? Why do you need to do anything with the devil to make money? You should be asking that self, because making money is just making money. There ain't nothing special about it. If I have a job, right? I go to that job, I get my check. It's nothing big. I don't have to deal with the devil to get my check from work. So why should I be doing it in the music industry? You guys got to start thinking for yourselves. Stop being a follower, okay? Please. Your soul is on the line. You know what I mean? I understand you love music. You probably don't want to work a job, but whether you realize it or not, you become a rapper. A rapper is your job, bro. It is a job. You know what I'm saying? You still working. Just because you enjoy it, you still working. So please believe. Let's move on. The attorneys work for the labels. Now, this is just facts. A lot of people don't know this. The attorneys really do work for the labels. They act like they work for you. That's their job. Their job is to pretend like that they on your side. But the truth of the matter is, the attorneys are getting cut. They're getting their cut. Okay? They're getting their cut. So, I've heard people say all the time, well, all you get, it's not that the deal is bad. You got to have your attorney. Have your attorney go over that paperwork. Man, I'm telling you, that don't matter. Y'all know how many artists who have had an attorney go over their paperwork and they still end up in bad deals and they still end up broke. So you guys tell me, how does that happen? How does that happen? Somebody please tell me. If anybody who really know their stuff and really know what's going on in this industry, tell me. How does that keep happening? It's because the attorneys work for the labels. They're always going to put, just think about it. Do you got more money? Can you put more money in your attorney's pockets, or could the label can? Okay, because a label is just like a bank. They got endless amount of money. You really think that you're going to outdo them? I'm telling you, you're not. So just have to understand it that the minute you deal with these people, they owe everything. Okay, they may let you win. You may go to court. You may win. They're going to find a way to get that money back. A lot of people mistake the fact that, oh, okay, I have an attorney and my attorney won. So, yeah, but that's part of the game. They understand that. They want you to think that that crap work. It don't work. Eventually, they're going to set up something for you to get your money back. They don't have to win right away. These people are very wise and they're very smart. Okay? So y'all gotta think on a higher level. Like, y'all gotta think, man. Y'all gotta really, 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 really think. Because the game is is way deeper than y'all think it is, man. Okay? And before you know it, you in something that you had no idea you was a part of. Okay? So don't even trust your attorneys. You hear it all the time. You hear it in sports. You hear it especially with these rappers. You hear it a lot. Just ask yourself. 1 minute these rappers are rapping about they got all this money. They got like Meek Mill, for instance. Meek Mill was rapping about all this money and money. Next thing you know, he's tweeting about being broke. How? How does that happen? Just ask yourself. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, there is no such thing as a good deal, and this is just facts. There's no such thing as no good deal. Just because you're rich and you made money off of the music industry, it doesn't necessarily mean that still was a good deal. Because if you're only looking at it from that standpoint, still you got to be looking at well, how much? Like I made millions, and I went double platinum or triple platinum or whatever. But what they don't tell you is how much that record label made off of you, though, versus how much they made. They just tell you, oh, I went triple platinum. Okay, yeah, you went triple platinum, but how much money is in your pocket? I don't want to hear about, oh, you just went triple platinum. Okay, yeah, you went triple platinum. But you want to know who really went triple platinum? Oh, it's the music, the execs, the labels, these white people that own the label. They're the ones who went triple platinum. And of course, they'll throw you a little plaque to make you feel special. Because they don't want you to figure out like, hey, bro, yeah, you made maybe a couple of mil here. We just made 70 million off of you, though. 70 mil. So yeah, of course, yeah, that's throwing him a plaque. That's sending him a plaque. Make him feel special so he can keep doing it. So he can keep being a slave for us. Because he don't know. We just made 70 million off of him. So yeah, let's throw him. Hey, send him a gold record. Send him a couple of those plaque records. He's gonna feel special. He gonna feel like he's part of the family. You ain't never gonna be part of the family, bro. Never. So like I said, there is no such thing as no good deals in this business. Okay? These people don't care about you. They never gonna care about you. They care about their pockets. That's all they care about. Let's move forward. You are more likely to die young. Now, this is just the facts. If you're a rapper, this is just do you know how many rappers I can name off the top of my head ever since I started listening to rap music? How many have died? I mean, Tupac. You got XXX. You have Biggie, Big L. You have so many. Man, it's so many of them. Young Dolph, who died, you know what I'm saying? Young Dolph, who just died a few years ago. Man, there's so many rappers, especially even nowadays in the Chicago, the drill thing that's going on right now. So many people are getting popped off of this, and it's all from this gangster music. It's all from this music industry. That's what started it. If y'all really think about it, the music industry started all of this killing, all of this bloodshed. It's the rappers that started it. You know what I'm saying? And so you're more likely, to die at a very young age. Why would you sign up to, because the record labels, they're gonna use you as a pawn. They're signing you to manipulate other young people. And that's basically what they're signing you for. So it's basically a lose-lose situation. They'll throw you all this money. I heard somebody say in an interview that these record labels are taking out death insurances on these rappers. So basically, they're signing you. They set you up. They tell you to rap about killing this, kill that, kill him, kill his crew. They do all of that about and basically betting on the fact that you die. Now, if you get killed, they get to pull out a life insurance on you. That's what's really going on. You guys, I'm telling you, y'all have no idea how deep and how evil these people are. And this is why I'm saying, like, you guys need to stay away from this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, if you want to rap, you know what I'm saying? If you want to rap, you want to rap. Get popular on social media, on YouTube. Stay away from all the BS and do you. You know what I'm saying? Don't diss nobody. Don't rep no gang. Don't do none of that stuff. Get in, get your money, bro. Be smart about it. Don't be stupid. But when you sign these deals, oh, it comes with it. They're going to make you do this stuff, okay? They made Tupac did it. They made Biggie do it. Trust me, they made them do it. You're going to be doing it too. So, you know what I'm saying? Because they setting you up. They want to make as much money off of you. And once, by the time, you'll be too busy in the beef to figure out what the record labels are doing to you. That's the whole game. You won't know. You know what I'm saying? You'll be dead before you figure it out. And next thing you know, they laughing. They ain't made 80, 100 billion off of you. And now you dead. And now they're going to cash that I can't think of the death insurance. They're gonna collect off of that too. While, you know what I'm saying, they laugh into the bank and we're just killing each other. They don't care. All they care about is money. But you guys this is why I'm making this video, because a lot of people just don't have the balls to make this video. Or they don't have the enough education to know that this stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's going on. So let's move forward. Blood sacrificing is the game. Okay. This is just the facts. It's about blood. It's about sacrificing for the devil. The white people have a history of serving Satan. Okay. Nobody's really going to tell you that. That's just the truth. It's what it is. Okay. Now, it's not all white people. It's these 1% white people who evil and the ones who got control of this earth, who's controlling really United States, not the earth, but United States. OK, these people are the ones who they believe in blood sacrificing. They believe in doing all these rituals, and they're going to have you do it. OK, because they want their riches. It's about the money. They know the only way Lucifer is going to keep them in charge is to be doing these things. They have to actively be promoting these things. And if you look at hip hop, you look at rap, what is it promoting? It's promoting kill, steal, destroy. Okay. It's funny how the Bible talks about those three things. And in rap, you have those three things going on. They talk about killing, okay, shooting niggas, right? Everything is about shooting niggas. It's about stealing from niggas. Or let's go rob these niggas. Let's go get these niggas. Think about what I'm saying. Okay? Destroy. Let's go destroy their block. They disrespect our block. Let's go destroy it. You know what I'm saying? And both sides are just destroying each other, which in reality is just a bunch of black people just destroying ourselves. That's what they got these rappers. That's what they got, you know what I'm saying? That's what they got us doing. And it's a big, huge blood sacrifice. And you think the devil is not going to reward these people when they're responsible and they deceiving us, making this happen? Oh, they're going to be rewarded. This is why they're still in charge. The devil is patting them on their back saying, hey, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay? Because, when you really look at it, we're really killing each other in some very large, insane amount of numbers. Like, it's insane. I just seen a video yesterday, and the guy was talking about, I think in Chicago, in one weekend they had over 50 people died, I think. 50 either shot or 50 died. in one weekend. You know what I mean? So, and it's all from gangbanging. It's all from, it's all from some dumb shit. You know what I mean? And we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing it. We have the power. We gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep letting this music influence us. We can't keep making these same mistakes. Okay? But that, best believe, in their world, blood sacrificing is the game. And they're going to keep doing it. They're not going to stop. So we have to stop. We have to see what's going on, and we have to say, nah, enough is enough. We ain't doing this no more. Okay? All right, so let's move on. It's not about rap. It's about becoming a demon. And that's just the reality. Okay, I remember listening to gangster rap. And of course, I knew what it was when I was listening to it back in the 90s and stuff. And I didn't agree with the messages then. I was just listening to the beats. Okay? It's just like now. I just like the beats. Okay? It's about the music for me. It was never about the rappers for me. Okay? But I remember Roddy Ricch. He has a song and he was saying, I don't remember the actual rhyme when he was, and yeah, he's not really a rapper. He kind of sings, which is kind of funny. But, it's not funny. He's dope, but, you know what I'm saying? It's just, he's kind of like a singer rapper. It's weird. Almost like what Nate Dogg was. But Nate Dogg was the original, and Nate Dogg did it better. Nate Dogg really could sing really good. But anyway, right? Nate Dogg is one of my favorite. He's one of my dude. Like, Nate Dogg is one of my favorite. Because the reason why, I'm gonna say this real quick before I move on. This has nothing to do. This is me being a fan of hip hop. You know what I mean? Because back then, that's what I respect more about the '90s is that rappers they all kind of had their own style. Versus like now, everybody is just doing the same thing. But Nate Dogg stood out so much because nobody was sing. He was like a singer rapper, and he really could sing. He could sing better than probably a lot of the R&B singers could. But I mean, he really could spit too. Nate Dogg was just a one of a kind to me. He was ridiculously sick, and I don't think he didn't get the props that he deserved for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I just have to say that because nobody really. I guess when you're not a fan of music, you won't really recognize. But man, Nate Dogg, man, he was like him and Lauryn Hill to me. They really stood out a lot. But anyway, right? That's not what we're talking about. But anyway, I mentioned Roddy Ricch because he has a verse in one of his songs, and he was talking about he's posted up with demons. Okay, now music has went from being a gangster, which basically is a demon. You're doing the same things as a demon, which is going around killing people, right? But now it's like these rappers and they're literally talking about being demons. So y'all gotta understand, like, these guys are not they're not speaking in, you know what I mean? They're not making that example. They mean that literally. Like they always did mean it literally. It's just now it's really coming out. And so now everybody's talking about being on demon time. Everything is about being a demon now. And it's like, I hope you guys really can see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like who is trying to influence us that being a demon is cool? Why would you want to be a demon for? Why are they even putting it in songs? What rap and hip hop got to do with anything about being a demon? Just think about it. Please think about it. You know what I mean? Because when you really think about it, you're like, this don't make no sense. Why they singing and rapping about this for? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be posted up with no demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. I'm like, dude, these people, if you guys don't watch these people, they're going to introduce some real demons in your life. That's because that's what they're trying to do. Okay? And you guys can see this more and more. You can see it on their artwork. The titles of their album is becoming so obvious. Like, you know what I mean? It's about being a demon now. That's it. So they choose hip hop for one reason only. And one reason why they choose hip hop, because it's easy to influence people. No music has the track record of hip hop. I want y'all to think about that for a second. No brand of music has a track record that hip hop does. Hip hop is the most influential music on the planet by far. It's so influential that you can get the same. You can get a group of people, a group of black people, make them feel separated, convince them to separate each other's from blocks, from colors, and got cliques, whatever you want to call it, right? You can influence them to go at each other for it, and that's what happened. But if you think about it, if it didn't happen with rock music, it didn't happen with blues music, it didn't happen with no other type of music, but it happened with hip hop. This is why they go hip hop is never going to die. You think about the number of people that these white people, right? They're responsible for all these black lives dying. You know what I'm saying? They played a part in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether they want to admit it or not, they played a huge part in it, because they fund these rappers. They tell these rappers what they want to hear. They get all hyped up. Yeah, that's going to sell. Talk about killing your brother, that's going to sell. Talk about killing your own people, that's going to sell. That's what they tell these guys. You know what I mean? And because the rappers are so young and they're so misled and influenced by other, rappers and other people rapping about the same thing, they just think it's normal to do it. But if we wasn't killing each other, if we wasn't, if we was to come together, if we was to really to become one and said, nah, enough. We're not going to do this anymore. I bet you hip hop will die. Probably the next day it'll be dead. They'll move on to something else, and they'll try to replace something with hip hop. But no, it's still alive. And they still, after all these years, they still playing the same type of music on the radio. It's just something that it should blow your mind. Okay, so let's move forward. The plan is to influence your kids. And this is just the facts. They've been doing it. They influenced the whole nation of, I've seen it happen with my cousins. They influenced them to be gangsters. They became gangsters. They ruined their lives. Now they're going to take that same music, maybe change up some things, maybe change the, it's going to be South, whether it's New York, South music, East Coast music, West Coast music. It might be a North Coast coming soon. We don't know. Either which way it goes, now you can see that they're trying to influence your kids to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Now they're influenced, and the main influence is for black people to become gay. You got to ask yourself why. Why is that? Okay. So it's our job to educate our kids. Let them know, like, hey, you can listen to this music, but don't let it influence you. See, the thing is, we have the power. You can listen to this music. Just don't let it influence you. No type of music should influence you. I listen to all kind. Well, at least I still listen to all kind of music. I listen to everything. I listen to orchestra music. When I listen to orchestra music, that don't influence me to do nothing. I've listened to rock music that most black people won't listen to, and I like some of it. But what they sung in them songs, they didn't influence me to go out and smash something or nothing. I listen to Christian music. When I listen to Christian music, I don't let it influence me to praise the Lord either. I don't let nothing influence me. Okay? Because if I want to praise the Lord, I'm going to praise the Lord because Jesus influenced me to. See, that's what most of the world miss. They want to get influenced by these songs. They want to get influenced by people. Me, I want to get influenced by God. I only allow my brain to get influenced by Jesus Christ. That's it. Nothing else is or righteousness. That's it. Nothing. You shouldn't give anything power over your mind to influence you. You shouldn't give nothing in this world that kind of power over your mind. That's something God had to teach me. And I've learned. That's why I'm telling you guys this. So you guys got to teach our kids this. Because what do you think these white people are teaching their kids? What do you think? That own these record labels. You think they will allow their kids to listen to some music that say, you know, hey, kill that white guy, kill him, kill that white guy, destroy that white guy, get him, kill him, hurt him, take his stuff. You think they really will allow this? Do y'all really think they will allow this? Just think about it. No, they won't. They won't do it. They're going to teach them how to continue to run this world the way that they ran it. So their kids can have money and their kids' kids can have money and so forth. They're going to continue to educate their kids what's right or what they feel is right. But it won't be what the stuff that we're being influenced by, which is kill each other, steal from each other, destroy each other. Y'all got to become smarter than just being influenced. Stop thinking for yourself. Get the Lord so you can start thinking on a higher level. You guys don't have to listen to me. Because this is how I learned the stuff that I learned. I learned it from just listening to God. You know what I'm saying? And being influenced on righteousness. What's right? What's wrong? Because it shouldn't be that hard to see and to tell that all of this stuff, hip hop is wrong. Hip hop got a lot of stuff wrong. The message is wrong. You know what I'm saying? The what they talk about, what they rap about, what they sing about is wrong. Why? You just ask yourself, why are they singing about this? And why they keep singing about it year after year after year after year. Is the only thing changes is the beat and the face of the artist. Let's move on. Okay. Now, you signed this deal, right? Let's say for some reason you do sign the deal with them. You'll be rich on earth, but you'll be in debt to the devil. Now, a lot of y'all don't know what that means. See, me, I've been studying the Bible for a long time. I've been studying God for a very long time. Okay? Just trying to get an understanding of all of this stuff that's going on. So, let me tell you. When you sign this deal, or I'm not saying that, it's just you guys got to understand. Y'all got to understand what's going on, okay? When you're dealing with the devil is not going to tell you that you actually sold your soul. He's going to trick you into selling your soul. You probably won't even know that you sold your soul. And this is what a lot of people don't understand about the devil. It's almost so off that I have to probably do a video on it. That's if God allows me to do a video on it. Okay? So, people forget that the devil is a deceiver. He doesn't tell the truth about anything. So, let's just say, for instance, I'll give y'all an example. When you signed a deal, let's just say I signed a deal with the devil, right? Which would never happen, okay? But let's just say if I did. The devil comes to me, he asks me to sell my soul. I decide to sell my soul to the devil. And I tell him, hey, yeah, I want to be a billionaire. He said, okay, yeah, you're going to be a billionaire. But me believing that, right? Me really believing that a black man can be a billionaire, which is possible. But the thing is, you got to understand who you're dealing with. You're dealing with a liar. You're dealing with a deceiver. You're dealing with somebody who's never going to tell you the truth. Okay? Think about that. He's never going to tell you the truth. So yeah, he'll lie to you and tell you, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have my people hit you up. This gonna happen. He's gonna make it like he's God, okay? And so next thing you know, some people hit me up. And, you know, they talking all this. Yeah, man, you're going to make money. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. All you got to do is sign right here. Jay, all you got to do is sign right here. So I'm like, man, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about like, man, I'm gonna be on a yacht. I'm gonna have all these girls, and I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have all this money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna live a very luxurious life. So I'm like, I'm thinking of all this, and I just say, oh yeah, that's easy. I'm gonna sign it. Okay, you sign it. Next thing you know, I start, let's just say I start getting, the stuff that maybe say about 6 months, because the devil likes to do everything by 6. A lot of people don't even know that, but it's the truth. I wait 6 months, and I start getting my stuff, right? I'm like, yeah, And of course, to the outside world, he's gonna make it look like I put in all this work these 6 months and this and this and that, because this is what they do. You know what I mean? But in reality, that's not what happened. I just kind of sold my soul to them. And they have to set everything up to make it look like, oh, well, I worked harder than everybody else, and I did this and I did that, but really I didn't do nothing but just sell my soul over to the devil and record a bunch of songs. Stuff that I could have did by myself, right? On my own. Okay, but here's the problem. This is the thing. This is the thing I really want you guys to pay attention to, because this is what most people don't understand about what's really going on. You will be in debt to the devil. Okay? Now let me explain that. When the devil is a liar. He's not going to give you anything for free. If he did, look, God gave everything in your life that you have now, God gave it to you for free. I want y'all really to understand that. The devil is the opposite of God. Why would he give you anything for free? He's not going to give you anything for free. He's the opposite of God, okay? It's not going to happen. He's going to create a debt. And guess what? Oh, you owe me. Even if that's just say you sold 100 million. You sold 100 million. Breaking numbers, right? 200 million, whatever the number is. And you rich. He knows you got all this money. But see, here's the thing. You haven't done nothing for the devil yet. So to the devil, he's like, oh, this guy, he owes. See, look, this is what y'all don't understand. The devil has a whole long list of people who sold their soul to him. And he got them to bow to them. Y'all really think he's not going to make you bow to him too? I'm telling you, you guys got to wake up about this, man. Because this is what's really happening. And this is what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be years. Satan is very patient. He's wise. It's just like Jesus. Jesus said it in the Bible, okay? This is what Jesus said. He told his 12 disciples. He said, be ye as wise as serpents. That's what he told his 12. Now, why would he tell them that? Why would Jesus admit to his 12 that serpents are wise? It's because Jesus knows they're wise. So, see, the problem is people underestimate the devil. They just figured, well, he's the devil and he doesn't have as much power as God, which is true. He doesn't. But that does not mean that he does not know what he's doing. Okay? He does. And when it comes time to collect, oh, he's going to collect. Because guess what? You sold your soul to him. You signed the paperwork. Okay? Or he tricked you, whatever which way how it goes, right? He tricked you into it. Because usually that's the case. He'll trick you into it. Okay? And next thing you know, you into like, man, I got all this money, I got all this stuff. Now you scared to he's gonna come to you and he's gonna say, okay, I want you to do this. You're gonna have to start sleeping with random women. It could be a girl you love or a girl that you thinking about getting married, and you wouldn't even thinking about cheating on. He's gonna come to you and he's gonna be like, oh, I want you to sleep with her, him, him, and her. You can't even tell him no. I'm going to tell you why. You tell him no, now you in jeopardy of losing everything. Because you know you already made that deal to him. You know why you rich. You know why you got that house, that yacht, and everything. This is what I mean about being in debt to the devil. He's gonna come. He'll wait 6 months. He'll wait 6 years. He'll wait 18 months. It's usually probably something with 18 because that's his number. Okay? That's his number. 18 is his number. And of course, if you guys want to know, since I'm talking about that number, and I've been known this for a very, very, very long time. There's a reason why when you grown, it's at the age of 18. I'll just leave it there. Which is 6 plus 6 plus 6. I'm telling you, this stuff goes deep. I've been studying this stuff for a long time. And this is probably why God wants me to come out with videos and talk about this stuff. Because I know what most people don't know. I don't know why he chose me. Maybe he knew I had the balls to do this. Either which way it goes, I'm just telling you guys the truth. You can choose to believe it. You don't. But by the time you figure out that I'm telling the truth and you ain't already signed the papers and you're already dealing with these people, it'll be too late. It'll be too late. And you'll be in debt with the devil, and now you're gonna have to give your soul to Christ. You're gonna have to beg Christ to come save you. And he's gonna make that choice of whether he wanna save you or not. It's gonna be up to him. Why put yourself in that situation? Because the only thing that can stop the devil is Christ. Okay? So don't get in debt to the devil because this ain't nothing nice. I can talk about this forever, but it's funny how you got all these. I'll just say this and then we're gonna move on. It's funny how people don't want to believe in God, but you got all these artists that's put you got this whole industry. They're doing they're staging these whole performances to the devil, and you can tell it's devilish, right? You can tell, like, you know what I'm saying, like they got it. I mean, you could just flat out tell. They got whole performances about the devil. So if God don't exist, then why are they doing these performances for the devil? And if the devil is real, then how, I don't know else how to say this, okay? But how the fuck is God not real then? Because you got these artists out here giving, you know what I'm saying, they're doing all of this shit on television. It's right in front of your face. And then people still don't want to believe that there's no God, which is, it just blows my mind. But God gave everybody free will. So I'm going to just move forward. Okay. They promote sin to make sure you go to hell. Now this ties up to being in debt to the devil. Okay. See, a lot of these people that I was just talking about that's on TV promoting sin and promoting the devil, they don't understand. They know they have to do it. They just don't understand why they have to do it. But the reason why God wants you to be gay, he wants you to be trans, he wants you to be everything that's against what the Lord wants you to be, right? Which is God, Jesus Christ, okay? He wants you to be he wants you to do everything that's the opposite of that. And the reason why is he want to make sure you go to hell. These last letters right here. That's what he's doing. By you doing that stuff, he's ensuring that, like, okay, there's sin. I wish I had a sin counter. I should have made a sin counter. That's what I should have did. I should have put a sin counter up here and put for every time you sin with somebody, it goes up. Oh, you got a number. It goes up. God is just counting it. It goes up. And then at the end of all of it, after your life is over, God is going to look at that amount of sin you did, and he's going to make the decision on what, you know what I'm saying? Jesus is going to make the decision on whether you get to see God or not. But that's a lot of people don't know that. That's the main reason why the devil have these people on TV. Basically, what they're doing is they're having their version of church on television. That's basically what they're doing. It's the church of Satan. But they just call it performances. Just change the name up and nobody won't know, right? That's all you got to do. Remember, this guy is a deceiver. I told you guys, this guy lies about everything. So these people, they make it look like they're having fun and they living the time of their lives, but really they just having church for Satan. And he got them doing that because he knows, like, oh, okay, yeah, keep doing that. Yeah, keep being gay. Yeah, keep sinning. Because he knows he got your soul. And the more you're doing it, the less likely you're going to go to heaven. And that's what he just wants to be God. That's all it is. He just wants to be God. He just wants to take as many more souls than what God would take to heaven. That's what all of this is about. That's why he goes so hard in the music. That's why it's sin and destruction and kill, steal, and destroy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that they promoting is in the 10 Commandments. It's funny. It's just so funny how the rap music has the main has 3 commandments that it goes up against, which is thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, you know. But yeah, so I mean, I hope you guys, man, I dropped some major gems in this, and I hope you guys really think about it, because that's what I'm doing it for. But let's keep going on. Let's try to wrap this up, because I know I've been rambling on for a long time. So yeah, I spoke on this earlier. What happened to all the signed rappers? The ones that's still alive? Is anybody paying attention? Like I was saying, you got Lauryn Hill, you got Wyclef. Wyclef is dope, very dope. Why isn't he making records anymore? Show me one artist today that's better than Wyclef. That's better than Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? Show me. Show me. There's so many rappers in the 90s that's still alive and they're not rapping. They still got all the skill in the world, but they're not rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about dudes from the Outlaws, Tupac. They changed. You know what I mean? I forget his name at the moment, but if you was raised, you know what I'm talking about. Think Napoleon. Look at Napoleon. You know what I'm saying? Look at, you know what I'm saying? Just look at all these super talented dudes that out there, and they not making music no more. What happened? Did they lose their skill? Y'all think they can't spit no more? What happened? Or did they wise up and the devil don't want to deal with them no more because he wants more younger dummies that he can go out and influence the world? You guys got to be able to see this stuff, man. Okay, just please think about that. Because there's so many rappers that I'm not naming, but you guys can go look them up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to talk about this. The Christian labels are just as bad. Now, you remember earlier in the video where I was showing that I was saying that Capitol Records and the Christian Capitol Records, they in the same building. And so I don't know if you guys y'all might want to look him up. I don't even know if he's still on YouTube or not, but I remember seeing this video by John Todd. John Todd was in the music industry like back in the 60s or 70s, I believe. And he was like a high art, like he was on the higher ups in the music industry. And he was talking about how they used to cast spells on records before they release it to the public. And yeah, like they would actually like do this ritual like in the actual basically in the studio, but like on at the top floors. And they would cast these spells before they released the record. They would cast the spell on it so they can go out, and so when they put the record out and they start playing on the radio, that it would affect as many people as possible. And now the reason why he came out and he admitted all this is because he ended up changing his life, and he started exposing the music industry, but then he got killed. He just went missing one day. Of course, they didn't like what he was doing because he was putting out the message that he was putting out. But there's audio. I know. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. But I seen this a long time ago. Long time ago. But anyway, I said all that because you got these Christian labels that's still operating out of a sinful place. So tell me, how is these Christian labels any different from any other label, regular label? Now I can go on and on and on about the Christian music. It's all fake though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really, really is. And yeah, Christian music just all you have to do is look at Kirk Franklin. That should tell you the story right there. Just pay attention to Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin is like, he's the biggest hypocrite of all hypocrites. Like, he really is. Like, you know what I mean? It's so bad, I wouldn't even do a video on him. That's how bad it is. Okay, so you know, because what people don't understand is serving God it's not about being perfect. Serving the Lord is about being real. You're not gonna hear that from like, you know, too many Christians, because, you know, the modern day, I like to say modern day Christian, because the people who originally started Christian, they did it the right way. Okay. Which was, you know, it was Peter, Paul, it was the 12 disciples who came right after Jesus died. They came up with Christian. Okay. But they did it out of righteousness. It was different when they did it. But now so many years has passed by, and now Christianity has ended up in the devil's hands. Okay. That's just the truth. And they're running it. Okay. Instead of getting rid of it, they're manipulating Christians to think that what they're doing is a good thing, but in reality, they're kind of driving the Christians down a very bad path. And this been predicted. It's in the Bible. It's in Revelations. Okay, and you can see all this playing out if you know what I know. But I'm not going to do all the work for you guys. I've done the work for myself. You guys need to do your own work. Okay? So, yeah, but the truth is, these Christian labels, man, it's a waste of time. I love Christian music. Don't get it twisted. I love Christian music too. I love me some BB and CC Winans. I listen to their music. But the thing is how do you know they was operating out of the Holy Spirit? You don't know. So you shouldn't get influenced by them, because their music was coming from the same place that they was cursing records on. Okay. That was the whole purpose of me earlier of showing you guys that Christian music group is in the same Capitol Tower as the regular music groups. They just on different floors. So you can't trust that. Okay. So let's move forward. The true price of selling your soul. Okay, the true price of selling your soul. I talked a lot about that back on 15. Okay, 15, rich on earth and debt to the devil. Because that's what it is. That's the true price of selling your soul. When you sell your soul, you make a pact with the devil that you're going to do whatever he wants you to do. You're going to put out the messages that he wants you to put out, to manipulate people, to deceive people, to lie to people, steal from people, kill people. That's what selling your soul is. Instead of telling the truth, showing that you care about people, showing love, showing respect to people, you know, and you guys can clearly see that people are doing this. It's not like I'm making none of this up. You can see artists are promoting hell. They're promoting being crazy. They're promoting being toxic. They're promoting being demons. Literally saying demons in their songs. You know, they literally promoting being on demon time, like I said earlier. Okay, you can't just be on demon time. You can't just Like, oh, I'm going to jump on Demon Time and then I can jump out when I'm ready to. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Forget what's being promoted out there. Forget what everybody talk about. I'm telling you, because I'm a true worshiper of God, of Jesus Christ the King. I know. And I'm telling you guys, you can't be dabbling in back and forth between these things. These things will come and get you. Eventually, they will. So, the true price of selling your soul is that really you get nothing. You will get manipulated. They would tell you you're rich. But then the devil is going to come. And he wants what's his. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not doing what he likes, he's going to kill you. He's going to take your life away from you. Okay? You can just Google these days. You can just Google and find this stuff out for yourself. You don't have to believe me. This stuff is true. So, you know, I don't know what else to tell you guys, but I would say the solution, because I mean, white people, they own everything. They own YouTube. They own Google. They own everything. Okay, it's just the way it is. But there are certain things that's more evil than other things. The music industry, to me, by far is the most evil. That's the most evil direction that you could possibly go in as far as your music. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened, think about it. If the Bible wasn't true, then why is the devil is known for being in the music industry? Everybody kind of knows. Okay, so please just use your brain. Think about it. Just think about the things I'm saying. Have an open ear. Listen first and then think about it. And then do your own research. And you can talk to God. You have the same ability I do. You have dreams like I have dreams. All you have to do is talk to God. Find out the truth for yourself. That's all you got to do. It's not that hard, okay? I've done it. That's how I have gotten to the truth. Okay? So, you know, my solution is, I think the best thing us musicians have is YouTube. We have certain platforms that we can put our music to and try to, you try to make the most money out of that. And it's going to be slow. It's going to be hard. There's some things you have to do. There's some things that, you have to test. There's things you have to, like me, I'm still testing a lot of stuff. And some things I found out, that makes it way easier to get views with music, that maybe I'll share one day, if you guys want me to share. But I mean, what you don't do is don't sell your soul to the devil. Don't sign none of these deals. Don't. That would be my main. Even if you do got a lawyer, why would you sign? Why would you trust a lawyer? Why are you gonna trust some white guy who you paying, right, and who's basically got a relationship with these labels? Why would you do that? You think they're gonna choose you over them? Like, you have to be realistic about it. Like, let's just be real about stuff. Like, you have to be realistic about it. So just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I wouldn't sign no deals. I'm not signing no deals with nobody. I'm never, even if, I can have the best deal on the table, I'm good. I'll just do it myself. I'll do things the hard way, and I'll just put my stuff on YouTube. That way, at least I have some creativity and some control over my creativity. Okay? So I believe that's it for this video. I just hope you guys really see what I'm saying in this video. I do put a lot of time. Well, not that much time. I'm so good at what I do. It don't take me that time. And I don't write out none of these stuff. I just do it off them. I do it. I've kind of freestyle it. You know what I'm saying? I like to freestyle it because I never know what God is gonna give me in the moment, and I don't want to sound perfect. You know what I'm saying? I want things to be real. So real and raw. So sometimes I use cuss words because, it's just better and natural that way. And God allows me to use curse words. He might not allow you, but he told me I can. Okay? So I do. And if that makes, if you think I'm fake because of that, then so be it. But all I care about is getting his authority, you know what I'm saying? And getting his approval. That's all I care about. I don't care about nobody else's approval. The day he tell me to stop cursing, I'll stop. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people, wow, God wouldn't tell you that. It's the devil telling you that. I don't communicate with the devil, okay? The devil don't communicate with me, period. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you could take that for how you want to take it. But I believe in being real. I believe in not sugarcoating nothing, because you know what? God didn't sugarcoat nothing for us. I've said it plenty of time in my videos. You know, if you go outside, you're going to see a squirrel and you're going to see his nuts. You know, God ain't going to blank it out from you. You're going to see his nuts. You're going to see everything. That's how God intended it. You're going to tell God that he's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, some of you guys need to wake up, you know? So, if it's nothing more, that's going to be it. I hope you guys learned something in this one. And I'm not going to do these style of videos anymore. I'm moving on to reaction videos. But yeah, so till next time, God bless each one of you. And thank you for lasting this long. God bless. Have a good one.